Josh Hennig here on 97.3 ESPN. UFC 210 is tonight. It's in Buffalo, New York, and the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Daniel Cormier versus Anthony Johnson, the second time round, and we have DC on the line right now. Daniel, how you doing today?
Doing pretty good, man. Resting up, trying to get ready for the fight.
You know, I've seen you do some interviews this week leading up to the fight. You look fresh. You look ready. You look focused. And it's almost like that time that you've had since July till now. I know you had the surgery, you recovered, you seem to have had a very good training camp. You seem to be in a great place heading into this fight.
I am. You know, physically I feel great. I'm in phenomenal shape. I've done a great job with the training camp and everything else that came along with it. So, yeah, I feel fantastic, man. I'm ready to get it done so that I can go back and spend some time with my family and get married in May.
Well, first of all, congratulations on that. I want to ask you, because you have been successful at every level in MMA. A lot of people don't know. You know, people got to know you most during your time in Strikeforce, but you were a champion in ex-MMA. You were a champion in KOTC. You were the Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix champion. You're now the UFC Light Heavyweight champion, and you've only had 19 MMA fights. This will be your 20th tonight. Talk about your MMA career and how you've been able to be so successful.
It's gone as well as I ever could have imagined. You know, I couldn't have even dreamt that I would have had all that success. You know, it's just, I'm lucky, man. I got a great team. The American Kickboxing Academy, great coaches, Bob Cook, Javier Mendez, Leandro Vera, Rosendo Sanchez, Rudy Cruz. Just lucky, man. Great training partners. Geez, Velasquez and Rockhold. And guys that just truly, genuinely care about each other, man. You can push yourself to limits that you never knew existed. And I've just been lucky, man. I've got a great support system at home, in the gym, and then with my desire to be the best and willingness to put in the hard work, it's all kind of just worked out.
Even though you're in your late 30s, you only have 19 total fights before tonight. So in terms of MMA, you're actually still kind of young. How long do you want to keep doing this?
I only started MMA when I was about to turn 31 years old, you know, so I haven't been in the game that long. You know, I've spent some time here, and it's because I was forced to fight at the highest level so fast. People feel as though I've been here a lot longer than I have been, but I don't know. You know, I don't want to put an end to my career, but you know, I don't want to be fighting at 40. That's like my thing. You know, if I'm fighting at 40, I've done a lot of things wrong financially, and I haven't been responsible.
So you don't want to be like Randy Couture and fight till you're like 47?
But I think Randy just wanted to fight. Randy started at 32, but he just loved the game, man. He loved the game. He loved the competition. I love fighting, and I love the competition, but there are other things I want to do. I want to spend more time with my fiance and my children. You know, there's other things that I want to do that I can do if I'm not still fighting.
Before you got to AKA, you were an Olympic wrestler. Talk about your time as basically one of the top American wrestlers in the world.
It was tough. You know, that's hard. That's hard training, you know, and it's hard to try to stay on top when you're a wrestler, you know. So the longevity of my career was, again, a blessing. You know, I was lucky, man. And even then, I had a great support staff around me, you know, with my coach, John Smith, and all my training partners, and Kevin Jackson. I just had a great support system. Every step of the way, from choosing a college to the Olympics to the fighting, every step of the way, someone has guided me in the right direction, and it's always kind of worked out. So I've just been lucky, man. Like, you know, somebody could have said go left at the time that I went right, and that would have ruined everything, you know. So we've just really made the best decisions at every turn.
We're talking with Daniel Cormier, the UFC Light Heavyweight Champion. He's fighting tonight at UFC 210 on pay-per-view. Daniel, how did wrestling help prepare you for MMA? I don't think people fully understand the value of the wrestling background and how it transitions to mixed martial arts.
It did everything. You know, it taught me how to train, taught me how to approach sports, school, life, everything. You know, wrestling's been everything to me. The lessons I've learned in the wrestling room are invaluable, you know, so it's done everything. And also it allowed me the ability to control where fights took place, even in the very beginning of my career. When I felt uncomfortable, I would take guys down. So it's the strongest skill in all of mixed martial arts, and I'm just lucky to have done it for so long.
From my perspective, on the outside looking in, to me, one of your greatest traits isn't an exact skill set, it's your toughness. When in the last fight you had with Rumble, you took that right hand, you took a couple kicks, and you were able to keep pushing forward, you were able to keep fighting, and then you finally finished him. How much has your ability to be mentally and physically tough helped you, not just as a fighter, but as a person?
Oh, it's helped tremendously. You know, I mean, what are you going to do? You know, when stuff starts to go wrong, what are you going to do? Tuck your tail and run? I'm not going to tuck my tail and run. I'm going to continue pressing forward. I'm going to continue trying to win. You know, there's a goal out there to be accomplished, and if it's out there, might as well try and accomplish it. Try to go get it, you know. So that's kind of my approach. You know, I just continue to press forward and try to achieve my goals, man. I know what I want in life, and anything worth having is not easy.
You also work as an analyst with Fox for the UFC. That seems to have come very naturally to you. Did you have any background in media before you got involved doing that?
I didn't have media training, but I hosted a coach's show back in Stillwater on like a public access television. So I did that. But my approach to TV is, if I'm sitting there with Dominic Cruz, I'll talk to Dominic about fights on the phone. And if we talk about them on the phone, let's talk about them like that on TV. Let's just be natural. If you want to play analyst, commentary guy, then you have an issue. Me, it's just be loose, be Daniel, and just kind of let people know how it would feel to sit and watch a fight with you on the couch at your house.
Outside the ring, I know you're a big New Orleans Saints fan. What do you expect from them in 2017?
I think this year we're going to win 10, 11 games. You know, we'll be back in the playoffs and win the NFC South. You know, that's my hope for this season. But again, I'm very biased. I can say that. And I do make bets and decisions with my heart at times. So let's see how it goes. Okay,
hold on, hon. You said you make bets. Can you at least tell us a story of a bet then?
I bet one of my boxing coaches, one guy, $1,000 that the Saints would have been 11-5 last year. I knew we weren't very good. But because he challenged me, I bet him. And then I bet him again whenever the Saints played the Raiders, and we almost won. And I bet him some more money because it's just the Saints, you know. So with the Saints being so bad last year, there were a lot of days where I was walking to the gym with a whole bunch of money that I owed people. They knew to bet me because they knew I was going to do it.
We're talking with Daniel D.C. Cormier. He fights at UFC 210 tonight on pay-per-view. Explain to people what you think is going to be your greatest strength coming into this fight with Rumble.
Just my hard work, man, my durability and my toughness. That's going to carry me in this fight tonight. I'm going to go after him like I did last time, but even harder. My durability and my toughness is going to carry me tonight in this fight.
That's UFC 210 on pay-per-view tonight. Daniel Cormier, the UFC light heavyweight champion, defending his belt for the second time against Anthony Rumble Johnson. DC, appreciate the time today, and congratulations on the wedding next month.
Thank you. I appreciate it.